Welcome, my dear student, in our math program for secondary 3. Dear student, today we are taking new lesson in algebra. What is the title? Combination. What is a combination? The first is permutation, the second is combination. Dear student, look at introduction about combination. Dear student, the number of R subset which can be formed from an N set is denoted by NCR. Look at example, NBR equals 7C3 factorial 3. Look at 7C3 equals what? NB3 over factorial 3. Therefore, 7 times 6 times 5 is 7B3 over factorial 3, 3 times 2 times 1 equal 35. NCR equals NBR over factorial R. Dear student, this rule, NCR equal NBR over factorial R. Or NCR equals what? Equals factorial R over factorial R over N minus R. Look at 10C8 equal 10C2. Why? Because 10 minus 8 equals 2. NCR equal NC N minus R. Then 10C8 equal 10C2. Answer is 10 times 9 over 2 times 1 equals 45. NCR is NC N minus R. This rule. NCN equals 1. 3C3 equals 1. Why? Factorial 3 over factorial 3 and factorial difference between them 1. Factorial 3 over factorial 3 simplify by factorial 3, then 1 over factorial 0 is 1, 1 over 1 is equal 1. Then NCN equal 1, 5C5 equal 1, 3C3 equals 1. NC0 also equals 1. 3C0 also equals what? Factorial 3 over factorial 0 over factorial difference between them is also equals 1. Factorial 3 over factorial 0 is 1. If NCA equals NCB, what is the result? A equals B, or yes, A plus B equals N. This is important rules. When we have left hand side equal right hand side, NCA equal NCB. What is the rule? N equals N. Must be A equals B, or A plus B equals N. Look at when 27CR equal 27C2R minus 6. Find the value of R. In this case, R equals 2R minus 6. Therefore, 2R equals what? 2R minus R equals 6. R equals 6. Or R plus 2R negative 6 is equals 27. 3R equals what? 33. Then divided by 3, R equals 11. Look at important example. If NC N minus 2 equals 6, find the value of N. Solution. By using the rules factorial N over factorial N minus 2 multiply factorial N minus 2 plus 2 equals 6. In this case, look at, dear student, factorial N equals N multiply N minus 1 factorial N minus 2, excellent student, over factorial N minus 2 times what? Factorial 2 equals what? Equals 6. By using simplify, then n multiply n minus 1 equals 6 multiply factorial 2. Factorial 2 equals 2 times 1. Therefore, equals what? 12. What is the two numbers consecutive? Consecutive numbers, it's multiply 12. 4 times 3. Then n equal 4. Why? Because 12 equals 4 times 3. Left hand side n multiply n minus 1. Must n equals 4. Or by using factorization, n squared minus n negative 12 equals 0. By using factorization, n also must be equal 4. N squared minus n minus 12 equals 0. Therefore, n equals 4. Why? Because when factorized, n minus 4, n plus 3, n not equal negative 3, but n equal positive number is 4. N equal negative, this is refused. When n Cn minus 2 equals n, this rule, n Cn minus 2 is n C difference between them, n minus 2. Therefore, equal n C2. N C2 equal 6. Then, or therefore, NB2 over factorial 2 equals 6. Therefore, NB2 equals 12. 4 times 3. Then B or N equal 4. In this case, 4B2, look at NB2 equal 4 permutation 2. Base equal base, then N equal 4. Look at another example. If NBR equal 720 and NCR equals 120, find the value of N and R. Dear student, we have permutation and combination. Permutation, the first equation, NBR 720. What is that? NBR equals 720. By using factorization, we factorize 720. And in CR, we join permutation in combination. Why? Combination is NCR equals NBR over factorial R. In the solution, look at the important solution. NCR 7, NBR over R. NBR equals what? Excellent student. 120 NCR, 720 NBR over factorial R. In this case, by cross multiplication and divided by 120, then factorial R equals 6. Then factorial R equals what? Equals 6. What is the R? 6 equal 1 times 2 times 3. Then R equals 3. Why? Because 6 is factorial 3. Factorial R equal factorial 3. In this case, R equal 3. By substitution, about R equal 3. NB3 equals what? 720. What is the value of N? NB3 means N multiply N minus 1 multiply N minus 2 equals 10 times 9 times 8. What is the value of N? Is 10. Why? Because 720 also equals 10B3. Then NB3 equals 10B3, 3 equals 3, N equals 10. By other method, NB3 equals N multiply N minus 2. 720 by same method, equals 10 times 9 times 8. Then in this case, n equals 10. If MB3 equals 720 and NC2 equals 10, find the value of factorial m minus n minus 1. Solution. MB3 means m multiply m minus 1 multiply m minus 2 equals what? 10 times 9 times 8. Then m equals 10. Right? In this case, n multiply n minus 1 over 2 equals 10. N minus multiply n minus 1 equals 5 times 4. Then n equals 5. Factorial m minus n minus 1 equals what? What is the value of m? 10. What is the value of n? 5. By substitution, about m equals 10, n equals 5. Then factorial m minus n minus 1 equals what? Factorial 4. What is the factorial 4? 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 is 24. Then by using permutation, we find the value of n. By using combination, find the value of n. Value of m is 10. Value of n is 5. By using substitution, factorial m minus n minus 1 equals factorial 10 minus 5 minus 1 equals factorial 4. What is the meaning of factorial 4? Excellent student. 4, 3, 2, 1. Product of 3 times 2 times 2 times 1 equals 24. Another example. Prove that, dear student, NCR over NCR minus 1 equals n minus r plus 1 over r. Remember, dear student, look at the proof. Left hand side NCR over NCR minus 1. Remember, NCR is example 8C5 over 8C4 equals 8 minus 5 plus 1 over 5. This rule we prove it. NCR over NCR minus 1 equals n minus r plus 1 over r. Left hand side by using factorial NCR equal factorial n over factorial r multiply factorial difference between n and r. Divided NCR equal factorial n over factorial r minus 1 multiply factorial n minus r plus 1. In numerator, NCR equals factorial n over factorial r multiply factorial n minus r. In denominator, factorial n divided factorial r minus 1 multiply factorial n minus r plus 1. Therefore, left hand side is factorial r minus 1 multiply factorial n minus r plus 1 over factorial r over r factorial n minus r. Look at in denominator, factorial r equal r factorial r minus 1. Factorial n minus r equal r minus 1. Factorial r minus 1 plus 1 equal r minus r plus 1 factorial n minus r. And simplest form, look at numerator and denominator. Divided each term by factorial r minus 1 and factorial n minus r. Answer is n minus r plus 1 over r. Right hand side. This right hand side equal left hand side. Then NCR over NCR minus 1 is N minus R plus 1 over R. Dear student, this rule is very important. NCR over NCR minus 1 must be equal N minus R plus 1 over R. As example, 85 over 84. 8 minus 5 plus 1 over 5. By using this rule, we solve many problems without using permutation or combination. Use this rule. NCR over NCR minus 1 equals N minus R plus 1 over R. Look at important example. Is 27C10 over 27C9 equals what? Excellent student. 27 minus 10 plus 1 over 10. 27 minus 10 is 17 plus 1, 18 over 10, 2.8. Answer is 2.8. By using the previous remark, 27C10 over 27C9 equals 27 minus 10 plus 1 over 10. Answer is 2.8. 15C5. What is the value? Over 15C3. Excellent student. In this case, we have 15C5 over 15C3, not 15C4. By multiply 15C4 in numerator and denominator to solve this problem by using important remark. Then 15C5 over 15C4 times 15C4 up and 15C3 down. Look at the first term, 15C5 over 15C4 equals what? 15 minus 5 plus 1 over 5. Excellent student. The second term is excellent student. Must be equal 15 minus 4 plus 1 over 4. Therefore, answer is 15 minus 5 plus 1 over 5 times 15C, 15 minus 4 plus 1 over 4. 15 minus 5, 10 plus 1, 15, 11 over 5 times 15 minus 4 plus 1 over 3. Answer is 33 over 5. Example. Prove that NCR plus NCN plus R equals N plus 1 over R plus 1. Solution or proof. Left hand side NCR plus NCR plus 1. Remember, when we add NCR and NCR plus 1 by using factorial, the first term NCR means factorial N over factorial R multiply factorial N minus R plus the second term is factorial N over factorial R plus 1 times factorial N minus R minus 1. Dear student, look at the denominator. The first term denominator is factorial R multiply factorial N minus R. Second, factorial R plus 1 multiply factorial N minus R minus 1. Which is the biggest? Factorial R or factorial R plus 1? Factorial R plus 1. We resolve factorial R plus 1 to R plus 1 factorial R. And we resolve factorial N minus R by N minus R multiply factorial n minus r minus 1. The left hand side becomes n plus r factorial n plus n minus r factorial n over factorial r plus 1 multiply factorial n minus r. The answer is n multiply n plus 1 over factorial r plus 1 multiply factorial n minus r equal factorial r plus 1 over factorial r plus 1 times n minus r. Answer is n plus 1 cr plus 1 equals left hand side. Look at example 20. Find the value 20C18 plus 20C19 equals what? By using the previous notes, look at left hand side. We have two terms. The first term is 20C18. Second term 20C19. We add two terms. The first 20C18, second 20C19. By using the previous notes, we add 20 plus 1, C18 plus 1. 20 plus 1, C18 plus 1 equals 21, C what? C19. Why? 19, remember, 20C19 equal 21C2. From the previous remark, NCR equal NCN minus R. 21C19 is 21C2. By using calculator, 210. If M plus 3P3 equals 720 and NC2 equals 3, find the value of M and N and substitution to find the value MC2N. Remember, dear student, we have two equations. M plus 3, B3 equals 720 and NC2 equals 3. Find the value of MC2N. Solution. NC2 equals 3. What? N multiply N minus 1 over 2 times 1 equals 3. Therefore, N times N minus 1 equals 6. Or 3 times 2. Therefore, N equals 3. Why? Because we find left hand side N multiply N minus 1 equals 3 multiply 3 minus 1 or 2. Then N equal 3. Look at M plus 3B3 means 10 times 9 times 8. What is that 10? 9 times 8, 10B3. Therefore, M plus 3 equals 10. M equals what? 10 minus 3 equals 7. We substitution about M and N. MC to N equals 7C. 2 times 3, 6. By using calculator, find 7C6, or by using the previous notes equals 7C1. What is the value of 7C1? Is 7. Now we are translate to another example. If NBR ratio NCR equals 24, find the value of 2RCR. Solution. By using NBR divided NCR or NBR over factorial R is 24. Therefore, factorial R equals 24. What is the 24 is factorial? Yes, 4. Why? Because 24 equals 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Left hand side is NBR divided by NBR over factorial R. In left hand side we convert division operation to multiplication operation. Then left hand side is NBR times factorial R over factorial NBR. Then factorial R equal 24. Factorial R equal 24. 24 is factorial 4. Then factorial 4 equal factorial R. In this case, R equals what? Equals 4. Then 2R, CR, 8C4 by using calculator. Find 8C4 equals 1680. Now we are translate to another example. If NBR equals 720, multiply NCN minus R. Find the value of 20C3R. Solution. Look at left hand side, NBR equals 720. 720 multiply NCR. Therefore, NBCR equals 720 and use NCR by using permutation equals NBR over factorial R. Excellent student. Equals NBR over factorial R. Division by NBR in left hand side and right hand side. Therefore, factorial R equals 720. What is the factorial over 720? 720 means factorial 6. Why? Because 720 equals 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Therefore, factorial R equals factorial 6. What is the value of R? R equals 6. In this case, R equals 6 by using 20C3R equal 20C18. What is the value of 20C18? Excellent student, 20C2. Why? Because 20C18 equal 20C 20 minus 18 or 20C2. What is the 20C2? Is by using calculator 190. Now we are translate to another example. Prove that, dear student, n minus 1 CR ratio n CR minus plus 1 equals R plus 1 over n. Dear student, remember the first term n minus R, CR, n minus 1 CR, second term n. N minus 1 decrease 1 by n. R decrease 1. N minus 1 increase or decrease. R decrease the second term. Answer is R plus 1 over n. Look at the proof or solution. Left hand side, factorial n minus 1 over factorial n multiply factorial n minus R plus minus 1. Multiply second term factorial R plus 1 over factorial n minus R minus 1 over factorial n. Answer is factorial n minus 1 over factorial n times R plus 1 factorial R over n. Multiply factorial n minus R. Look at the first term is factorial n minus 1 over factorial n. By using factorial n equal n factorial n minus 1 to simplify factorial n minus 1. Therefore, is R plus 1 over n. Right hand side. Dear student, by the end of this lesson, we learn combination and the relation between combination and the permutation. Dear student, I am very happy to spend such time with you. Don't forget, math simple, think, work, produce. Goodbye.